Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rita Borenstein, and the name of my channel is also Rita Borenstein. And the theme of my channel is Passion for the Soul. I record videos in Swedish and English. And today we're going to record a video with Britt-Marie Löw, who is located in Jakobstad, Finland. And we did a previous video already in Swedish with you, Britt-Marie. So I leave it to you now to introduce yourself for the listeners.
Thank you so much, Rita, for inviting me here. It's a pleasure to be here with you. My name is Britt-Marie Löw, and I live in Jakobstad, Finland. And I'm working with all sorts of therapies right now, and done so for almost 30 years. It started off in 1989 when I was training in Color Me Beautiful to be an image and color consultant. After that, I got more interested in color, and I wanted to know more how colors affect our psyche. So I took a course in chakra course, and from that I went through Reiki course, healing. After that, I studied Feng Shui, which you know about, Rita, because I helped you a little bit with that.
Surely.
And it all came together when I found Ayurveda. And since then, I've been working with all these different ways of self-healing for people and myself.
That's wonderful. I really recognize that during a lifetime, these stages, it comes in rhythms. So one thing leads to another. So it seems to me that healing and all sorts of healing modalities have been your life basically in so many ways. So do you help others too?
Excuse me, what?
Do you help others?
Yeah.
Do you teach others in what
Yeah,
you've learned?
I do treatments, I do healing, and I also do courses in real life and also online.
That's right. So shall we talk about Feng Shui? Feng Shui, it's pronounced, how do you pronounce it yourself?
Feng Shui in
Feng
English.
Shui.
Yeah.
And would you like to tell us what is Feng Shui based on your experience? First of all,
I see that it's first we need to go within to see where am I happy in my life, what am I satisfied with, and where do I need to make some changes. So first I ask the client, what changes do you want in your life? And then we look at the home to see where you can put the changes into your home. Is there a specific area that you would like to develop or to increase energy in? And then we put the focus on that area first. Of course, we do the whole home, but we start where the client has the most needs to get the changes.
that's right. So it's all it's nothing in general, but it's based on your knowledge in this. How old is this tradition, Feng Shui tradition?
Feng Shui tradition is very old. It's about 3,000 years old.
Yes.
Just like Ayurveda. And in Ayurveda, it's called Vastu Shastra, and it's the same principle about the different areas.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about the areas. So our listeners, I'm sure they're very curious about the areas.
Yeah, we have
Yes.
this what we call like a map called Bagua, and it contains your career, your relationships, your health, your creativity, your friends, your reputation, your prosperity, your family, and your spiritual path. So there are 9 areas that we go through with each client.
Yes. How fascinating, because the interview or the when you meet a new client, how do you go about it when someone consults you? I have done it already since our last talk, so I know. But
Yeah.
please tell us, it's so fascinating, and yeah. So, how do you start when you have a new client?
First of all, I want to do this interview to see where do you want the changes in your life, in what area.
Mm.
And then I want to see a map of your home, a picture of your home, where the rooms are. And then we go from there and put the bagua on the home. And then we take each bagua and go through what changes can be made in each area.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah.
not about having to throw out the furniture or buy new ones. It's about changing the energy in the home.
Yes. Yes, because I like to tell you, when I was a nurse back in the days, I made a lot of home calls, and well, I saw also visiting my friends that in some homes it was like a heavy energy or not very sympathetic, because there were maybe well, many things, and I was studying a lot something which is called in English decluttering, and to just throw out a lot of garbage, basically, and then to go from there. So what's the difference between general decluttering, I mean just cleaning the place, and to do it based on Feng Shui, your way?
Yeah, it's also about decluttering, of course. But first you need to see what items, what stuff in your home do you really love. And then you keep them, and then you have some stuff that you don't need anymore, or you've grown out of them, and then you can give that away to somebody else who needs it more than you, and to clean the home from that. But also, I think it's important that the home is not, empty of stuff, but shows the one who lives there.
Yes, yes, that's right. So
Because
it's not
the
like, yeah.
home is like a reflection of the people who live in the house.
Yes, yes. So in a holistic worldview, when I was working as an osteopath, clients came to me with all sorts of ailments and hurts and traumas and stuff like that. So that was going then through the client's body, so to speak, which is the body soul is the same in many ways. But then when I started to do the decluttering in people's homes, I realized that going through the people, cleansing the home of the person was not that easy, because a lot of people didn't want to let go of things. So I used to spend a week in a person's home. I mean, I went home to sleep, of course, but it was such a hard work, because those who consulted me, they had stored their whole life in their shelves and in their but in Feng Shui, if I understood it right, you don't do the cleaning or the decluttering, or the person does it, him or herself, right?
Yeah,
So what's
because
the point with that, actually, for themselves doing it, the
yeah,
work?
because if you do it yourself, you need to be ready to let go of the clutter. If I come into your home and declutter for example, your bookshelf, I cannot know what is the reason you keep all these books.
No.
But you know.
Probably, or not.
Because people, for my experience of myself, I know that I kept a lot of books because I wasn't sure that I had this knowledge inside of myself. But once I went through this process of admitting that, yes, I know this stuff, I didn't need those books anymore.
Right, right. Yes, that's true. So as far as I understood, the basic of all this is what I learned as an acupuncture when I was working in Chinese medicine, that there's only one disease, that's stagnation, and there's only one cure, and that is circulation. So I know that for things to flow, you have to let go of some things. What do you think? What do you think about that? The fact that letting go can be quite hard for all of us, especially in the home with items.
And if you don't let go, you don't make space for other things. You don't make space for the future. You don't make space for happy things in your life because you're holding on to the past.
That's right. That's right. Yes. So in your work, I know you work with, as you said, with Ayurveda. It's a same basic principle in all these healing arts, as far as I understand. But how do you combine a consultation? Are there people who consult you for example, first for Ayurveda concerning their health, for example, and then also for Feng Shui?
Yeah, it's interesting to see how the different doshas that we call in Ayurveda, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, how their homes look differently. For example, there's a lot of items and stuff in a Vata home because they have so many things they are interested in. Their mind is all over the place, And then you have this Pitta person who collects stuff from their travel, memories from their travels.
All right.
That gives comfort to a Pitta person.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. And then you have the Kapha home. These are the ones who hold on to the old stuff. They don't want to let go because it gives security. It gives stability.
Right.
So they might have the same curtains that they had 4 years ago. Because they say it's still working, so why should I change it?
Do people like that consult you?
Yeah, they do.
They do. Yeah, but somehow they maybe realize that time for a change, or the partner wants a change or something like that. Yeah. So that's fascinating. So if we go back to talking about Feng Shui, because we already planned to do some more recordings, you and I, we have such chemistry, I believe. So we're going to record especially about Ayurveda and maybe something else too, we don't know yet. But I consulted you for Feng Shui already, and what was so nice was the softness and to go easy on the whole thing, not to do a revolution, so to speak, or throw an explosion into the house, but softly just move maybe a few lamps or something like that. So last night we were working with certain aspects, and we did it online, of course, and so happy in my living room last night because the whole energy changed by moving a few paintings and a few other small things. Well, I've done Feng Shui before, so I was maybe open to it, but it changes right away. The energy starts to flow.
Yeah, and like you could see, you have the cover in another color that I suggested to you. You already had it at home.
Right.
So you didn't have to go out and buy it.
No. Usually it's and it's like, why didn't I think about that? Why haven't I seen that before? And also I'd like to ask you also about these special, the Bhagwan, as you said before, there's 9 different, you could say Bhagwa, or how is it in pluralis? Bhagwa. The different areas, right? So for example, to have if you want more love in your life, I say you, but it's actually me. It's not a good thing to have a computer there or something else in that kind of corner. I know it's quite complicated how you do these diagnoses, but tell me a little bit more. For example, if someone wants more flow of money or abundance, or happiness or something like that, to do it, to share here practically how you go about these things.
If you want more abundance in your life, it's a special area, of course, in the Bagua.
Yeah.
And in this area, you can put the things that you pressure the most. For example, the nicest vase that you have, or the nicest mirror that you have. But you have to think about that the mirror should not reflect the clutter.
That's for sure.
Because
it
then that
multiplies
will
the
increase
clutter.
too.
Yes, it's symbolic too.
It's
right?
Symbolic too. And also in the, if you want more love in your life, if you want a new partner in your life, make sure that you have two of each item, like two candles, for example, or a picture of a couple who is happy.
Right.
In that area.
Yes. That's true, because a symbolism of it's a combination of symbolism, as far as I understand, because once I felt quite lonely, and I was checking my feng shui then, and I had only paintings of monks and nuns and stuff like that on the walls. It's not a good it's, living like an hermit by myself and such things. So, but to me, it starts with a reflection, doesn't it? I mean, to just consult you or me for what I'm doing, or someone else for what they're doing. You realize I need help here, or I not need, maybe I want help here. Please help me. And also to be honest, and I know consulting you online, I took a lot of pictures and movies from my rooms here. So then you gave me fantastic advice. So what else is there? I mean, I know it's the elements, fire, water. Tell us more about the 5 elements. It's interesting.
We also take that into consideration. It's the water element, it's the earth element, the fire, the metal, and the mountain element. It's also similar to the earth, but the mountain, it's called mountain in Feng Shui. And we take also that elements into consideration when it comes to color and structure and pictures. And like you said, it's symbolic because we need reminders in our home. A reminder of where we're going with our lives, what we want to achieve, what we want to feel. And these items that we have in our home is a reminder of that.
Yes, surely.
And keep us also focused on going there where we're aiming to go.
Yes. Because I have, as I'm doing these deep and long hypnotherapy, spiritual regressions, many clients tell me that they want to figure out why the energy doesn't flow. It's like they feel stuck, and we could go to past lives and childhood and stuff like that in hypnotic state, and that usually helps as well to have a flow. So it doesn't matter really which therapy or which way, but I think feng shui is such a general way to start. You could also go to someone who is clairvoyant, of course. I talked the other day to my friend Matthias, who's very clairvoyant, and we talk about the same things, that how to move on in life when you get stuck, and it happens to all of us periodically. It's not that you're stuck and then you have a flow and then you have flow the rest of your life. It's and I know you've been telling me too, Britt-Marie, that it's also the seasons. I mean, winter, inverted energy, especially Nordic countries. So tell us a little bit more about the flow during a year with the seasons. Depend where we live in the world, but now we maybe could talk in general terms.
Do you refer to Ayurveda now or Feng Shui?
Yeah, I just realized you have so many hats. Yes, which way would you like to explain it? The seasons.
I will take it from the Ayurvedic perspective, because now we are entering the Kapha season. That is when the nature is coming to life again. Everything's the snow here is melting and some flowers are soon coming up. Then we're going into the Kapha season. And we want to learn new things, I think. I think also in our homes, we want to refreshen the energy in our homes during this time to make changes.
Surely.
Then, and then from midsummer on going to almost October, we have the Pitta season that is dominated by the fire element. It's the hot season, and we need to calm down a little bit. We not stress ourselves. We need to take time to reflection, to relax, to gather the energy.
Surely.
From nature. And then we come, at least here in Finland and Sweden, we come to the Vata season from October down to March again. And that is a very challenging season for most of us.
Surely.
Because it's cold, it's windy, and it also feels a lot of pressure on our bodies, because we need to keep the warmth from inside. And I think here also you can use Feng Shui by adding, warm colors to our home.
Yes. It comes natural with the land.
We feel that we are taken care of in the winter also.
Yes, I learned this in Chinese medicine too. That it's over all these thousands of years when these healing systems have been created. People know what works, because the nature is the same way, that everything goes inside, of course, especially here, but not maybe in the warm countries. It's another another way to apply it. That's fascinating. All right, so there's so many things to talk about, and this video is just a general introduction, one could say. So we will record more videos, and we will share these videos with our followers. And if you would like to comment on this video or have questions, there will be links below the video, how to get in touch with Britt-Marie. So anything else you want to say before we say goodbye for now?
I want to thank you for inviting me here, of course. And I want people who listen to this to take a look at your home. When you step into the door, do you feel energized when you come to your home? Or do you feel, I need to change?
That's true, yes.
So make a reflection.
Yes, and so if you listen now and you have maybe also a practical question, we could also bring it up in our next video, in case you like it, Britt-Marie, because I like to work with examples. That's the best way, because there's so many facts and there's so much to learn. But what means something is what can you as listeners benefit from all this, right? So okay, so thank you so much, Britt-Marie. Thank you everybody who listened. Bye-bye.